Woolworth Building was the tallest building from 1913 to 1930, 800 feet in height. F.W. Wolf's Five and Dime Empire no longer exists in the States. To our left, behind the Verizon building, you see the wedding cake top of the Municipal Building. The Municipal Building, 1914, 580 feet in height. The Gilded Civic Fame on the main tower signifying Manhattan, the four smaller towers at its base, and the boroughs of Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, and the Bronx, housing various forms of city government, city commissioners. Joseph Stalin so loved that municipal building. He had a similar one built in Moscow from university, but not as nice as this one built by McKinney, Wiener White in 1914. To our right, in Brooklyn Bridge Park, we see a little white building from 1925, a former fireboat house that's now the very popular Brooklyn Ice Cream Factory. And behind it, the very fine pizzeria, Giuliana's, very good pizza to our right. In the foreground, the River Cafe. To our right, in Brooklyn Bridge Park, Jane's Carousel for the children. To the right of Jane's Carousel, those old red brick buildings, old coffee and tobacco warehouses from 1869, now restaurants and bars and retail. To our right, you see that gray clock tower building in Brooklyn? That's the clock tower building of Brooklyn. 1888, a former cardboard box factory, now condos, where Anne Hathaway, the actress, sold the top floor a few years ago for $5 million. To our right, this is the third bridge connecting Brooklyn and Manhattan. The Manhattan Bridge, built 1909, connecting Canal Street and Chinatown. Okay, with that red brick towers in front of us, One Confucius Plaza to the Vinegar Hill District of Brooklyn. And further up the East River to our right, the second bridge built connecting Brooklyn and Manhattan up there, the Williamsburg Bridge, 1903, connecting Delancey Street and the Lower East Side to Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Now, I want everybody to look at the Brooklyn Bridge. The Brooklyn Bridge on top of us was the longest steel suspension bridge when it opened in 1883. Started 1869, built by the engineering family, the Roebling family. The Gothic towers at 276 feet in height. Roadway 120 feet above the East River, and the span 1,595 feet from tower to tower. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to look at that Brooklyn Bridge up there. And you can see the pedestrians walking safely on top of the traffic. Ladies and gentlemen, there is absolutely no need for you to go to the Statue of Liberty. What did those people see that we didn't? You're not allowed inside that statue. You have to pay more money and make reservations months ahead of time. I say to hell with that. The pedestrian walkway is 10 feet above the traffic here on the Brooklyn Bridge. It's open 24 hours. You look down the Brooklyn Bridge, you have a beautiful view as it is now, but can you imagine 130 foot up? You see the statue, the skyline, the harbor, Governor's Island. And what's the best feature of the Brooklyn Bridge? It is what? Free.
What do the Brooklyn Bridge? Holly.
So again, you know, New York gets a bad rap. I've always got to reach into my pocket every other minute. No, you don't.
I can't see people walk.
Staten Island Ferry, Governor's Island Ferry, Hudson Street, Brooklyn Bridge, Central Park. Again, you should be going to the Brooklyn Bridge. I will show you how to get to the Brooklyn Bridge at our pier.
All right.
It's a 10-minute walk to the bridge. From the pier to Brooklyn, it's about a 35-minute brisk walk to Brooklyn. People ask me, can we take a subway over there? Yeah, you have to take two subway lines. You have to go uptown to go downtown to get over there. And then the nearest subway station is 4 blocks away from the waterfront.
When we were going to walk it before.
Walk. Alright? Alright. We're going down the East River. And coming up on our right is the new Pier 17. The old Pier 17 was flooded out by Superstorm Sandy in October 2012, the worst natural disaster to befall New York in 85 years. 45 people lost their lives in New York from the flooding and damage.